Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Egan, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now, where I go over there, try food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, then I talk about the stuff, folks. I'll let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious crap that I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try regardless of whether it's delicious or not. So, your move. Whilst I'm doing so, Peter Can Thunderbolt post behind me. There's Crabby on Ladder over there. There's some Marvel figures over there. And I'm wearing a cool shirt. When I wear a cool shirt, I like to highlight the shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing? Boom! John Carpenter's The Thing shirt. I forget exactly where I got this. It was some website. If you just type in, like go to Google and just type in what the fuck ever shirt, it's amazing how many different shirt designs you can get. And I was like, John Carpenter's The Thing shirt. And it's like Thing shirt. I actually have two Thing shirts. But anyway, folks. So yeah, I'm with John Carpenter's The Thing shirt. Let's get back on track. John Carpenter's Thing shirt aside, which, by the way, it's an amazing movie. Go check it out. What am I going to try for y'all today, folks? Well, I got a twofer. Because we got, boom! Dr. Enuf, what with the E, the N, the U, and the F. Yeah, folks, people spelled things weird long before texting. And then we've got, boom, Dr. Enuf, wild cherry, or cherry flavored. It's apparently herbal, with the H and such. It's apparently since 1949. Apparently it's the original energy booster. This one's also rich in vitamins. And with ginseng and guarana. I don't know if this one has ginseng and guarana. Yeah, okay, so I don't know what the fuck this is. I went to a place called Rocket Fizz. It's out in place in St. Charles, Illinois. They sell old, like, weird sodas and weird candies and stuff. And I've done a bunch of videos from things that I've picked up from there. They're always fun to go to if you're ever in the area. And I think they have other locations too. Definitely check them out. Great store. I saw these. And I kind of had to because, well, I'm Brandon fucking Wenzel and this is what the hell I do. Even if I wasn't doing the show, I would have picked these up because... So I'm going to give these a shot. I like old-timey sodas in general. And, yeah, we'll just see how they go. So, let's give them a shot, folks. First one, we're going to go with the green one, because green. I have no idea what to expect from this. Is it going to be like a ginger ale? Or like a Mountain Dew or something? It's got a weird tab. That smells weird, and not in a way that I know is good. Well, alright then. Okay, so I wasn't entirely off. It tastes kind of like a ginger ale. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some ginger in here, but that might just be the ginseng. Which, by the way, I went over there and I tried some weird Chinese drink that had a ginseng root in it. So go ahead and look up that video if you're interested. It's weird. Like I said, it's kind of like a ginger ale, but it's definitely not exactly a ginger ale. At least ginger ales as I know them. Now, maybe in 1949... It's like half a ginger ale. That's like the best way I can describe it. It's got to be like the ginseng or what the hell ever. Because it tastes kind of like a ginger ale, but it never really reaches like the proper crescendo of what I would feel a good ginger ale is. Or even like Canada Dry, which isn't a good ginger ale. Sorry, Canada, I like a lot of things about you. I love Clearly Canadian. That is the business. Canada Dry, nah, that one's weak. So like it kind of gets there, And then there's like sort of a mild bitterness, which I'm guessing is like the ginseng, because ginseng has a weird flavor to it. It also tastes somewhat flat, which it shouldn't be flat. It's been sealed. Um, like there's definitely carbonation there to be fair, but it's just very, very lightly carbonated, which maybe that's just because it's older style soda. Yeah. It's it's like if you went over there and took flat Mountain Dew and semi-flat ginger ale and mixed them together. That's kind of what I'm going to go with this. There's a little zip, but not that much and not enough for it to be what I would consider pleasurable. And then it's got kind of a little bit of a weird aftertaste. It's not horrendous. It's almost, if you're not paying attention to it, I can imagine, it's not that big of a thing, but it's there. It's not a bad drink. I could see how they would have enjoyed it in 1949. I mean, we just kicked the shit out of the Nazis and such. But in 2022, at the time I'm doing this, I don't think this one exactly holds up. A lot of old-timey drinks, like I said, I like because like they offer something really interesting and new. A lot of times they'll be flavored with things that, typically standard drinks aren't. The problem with this is that it tastes almost like a ginger ale. And my brain wants it to be a ginger ale because I like ginger ale. But it's not a ginger ale, and it's not that good. It's not awful by any means. Like, I'll gladly drink the rest of it. It's perfectly fine in that regard. But it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, I can see why like Mountain Dew and shit kind of won the day. But it's okay. I mean, I don't know where the hell you would get it except for like a specialty store, but I'm sure there's probably places. Would I recommend it? No. I think there's better drinks out there for sure. But if you do happen to run into it, give it a shot. Like I said, it's not horrible or anything. It's a little bit meh, and then a little bit okay, and then ultimately kind of. So, yeah. Alright, let's try the cherry one. Hopefully it's better. Cherry typically makes everything better. Plus, it's red. Red. This one also seems fizzier, so. Nope. Definitely fizzier. Die down, my son. Man, it's really going for it. To be fair, I did drop it a little bit earlier, but that was like at the beginning of when I was doing this stuff. Like I've done 3 videos before this, so it's been over half an hour. Yeah, they got weird twisty things because they're like attached at the neck of the bottle instead of the screw. This smells a lot better. It smells very cherry-like. I would say it smells kind of like a cherry 7-Up. I like cherry 7-Up. Will I like this? Kinda. So, remember when I was talking about the other one just a little bit ago, and I said that it was kind of like if you went over there and took like a flat Mountain Dew and then a semi-flat ginger ale and you mixed them together? Same premise, except the Mountain Dew is code red. Seriously, it actually has like a weirdly kind of Mountain Dew code red taste to it. But not in a great way. It still has that weirdness to it. I like it more than the other one because it's cherry flavored, which helps. Doesn't help enough, ironically. But, yeah, it's still better. I commend them for taking a drink that wasn't that great and sticking cherry with it, and making it mildly better. The problem is that fundamentally the drink that they based it off of still just isn't that good. Now, I don't know about the vitamins and the herbal and all the stuff. Okay, I don't know. But I'm here to talk about the taste. And the taste is not horrible. It's fine. But it's like some like if you know somebody who like instead of doing like microbrewing, for beer and stuff, like let's say they make their own soda, this is kind of what I think they would come up with. Where it's like it's similar to things you like, but it's just not quite right because they don't have like flavor scientists and like testing and stuff to go over there and see how this stuff is. That's kind of what it feels like to me. It's like it's okay, but it's like it's definitely some shit that I could see being made like in a shed or something. But yeah, I mean it's okay. Plus, I try to be a little bit nicer to it because it's old. I mean it's geriatric soda at this point. But ultimately, I have to base it against sodas that exist today. And even by soda standards from olden times, like there's some that I really like birch beer is really good. Moxie's good. That's been around for a long time. It's weird, but it's good. I actually did a review for it. You can go ahead and watch that video. Dr. Enuf is okay. I get what they're going for with it. I don't even think that they entirely fail at doing so. However, it's not that great. It's just, it's I suppose it has a uniqueness to it. It has character. I will give it that. It has character. Now, does it taste like the Great Depression? I mean, I wasn't around for the Great Depression. And if I'm not mistaken, the Great Depression was before 1949 anyway. So, I love history, but I'm piss poor with dates. Like, for whatever reason, my brain doesn't hold numbers in the way it should. Phone numbers, addresses, if it has to do with my numbers, my brain is like, oh, I don't need this information at all. Beep. So, yeah, as for the Dr. Enuf, hey, maybe I'll go over there and talk to Dr. Enuf if he's still alive and be like, hey, what's up with my brain and why don't I take in numbers? Yeah, just buy a Dr. Pepper. If you're going to go over there and base any of your soft drink related needs off of a fictional physician, go with Dr. Pepper. Dr. Enuf, I think there's a reason why, his medical practice probably isn't doing that well these days. But, not horrible, but, yeah. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. Have yourself, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, if you could go over there and have yourselves a truly Dr. Pepper-tastic rest of your life, because that's the true doctor. Final 2 things, folks, before I get out of here. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time, folks. Here's what you do. You try not to be an asshole. Okay, it's not always an easy thing to do, folks. We live in crazy times. Maybe you're over there, you're living your life, you're doing your thing. You walk outside to go over there to get your mail, boom, you get smacked in the head by a flail from a random barbarian. I would think that that's not the case. Kudos to you if you're still alive. I mean, that's damn impressive, I suppose. But even under barbarian flail-swinging circumstances, let's try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Though, to be fair, if that does happen, you go ahead and whatever medieval means of weaponry you need to undo that individual, I'm going to allow it. Because no one should be coming up to you and flailing you in the head. Unless you're a tremendous asshole already. I'm just saying. But I mean, like, some real epic tier asshole stuff, neo-Nazi shit or anything like that. But anyway, very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to go get in contact with Dr. Enuf. Maybe he's 187 years old. And you're like, look, Dr. Enuf, okay, I know you got this stuff coursing through your veins, and that's what's keeping you alive. I watched this guy on YouTube. I know you don't know what YouTube is, but, what with the fact that you don't have eyes anymore, but he was over there talking some shit about your drink, and, you might want to go over there and send some sort of army of, bioengineered ghouls fueled by Dr. Enuf after him. You could do that. You could. Okay, kind of like the ending of House of a Thousand Corpses. That's a weird movie. I like Rob Zombie. Some of his films are okay. They're a little weird. But, conversely, you could probably do way better things with your life. Like, I don't know, what's a thing you could do, folks? You can go over there, you plant yourself a nice garden, right? Gardens are a thing. Maybe you plant some food, some zucchini, some squash, tomatoes. Okay, as my dad used to go over there, he used to have a little thing. Tomatoes were always a thing. So, Bye.